honest, like my dream is to be a member of the police. So I tend to like really want to rock out all the time, but then we always have to scale back for shows like this or most of the shows that I get hired for now. Actually, we just started a police cover band, so I kind of get to live through that a little bit. But yeah, the songs end up sounding a little bit more, I guess you could say, more developed than a typical singer-songwriter song would be. We have a lot of jazz elements in our recordings, and it ends up just kind of rocking a little bit harder. I think that and being a composition major really changed the way that I wrote a lot of things. You can start a song with the instrument that you play, or you can start it with just a bass line or a drum loop. Then you go over to R&B, and most of those guys just lay down an awesome loop and write a song based on that. So I do a lot of that kind of stuff, which I think is a little bit atypical. If I hadn't had that kind of training, I probably wouldn't know how to do it. I'd just play my guitar and whatever chords I knew. That's what I'd stick with. But yeah, there's kind of a balance there. Right now, I've done the career on my own for, it's been about 3 years now, and there's just only so much a person can do by themselves. My ideal would be not to be on a label, but to be able to have the budget to make creative quality music. That's one thing that I feel like has been a downside to having all these independent artists out there who can do it. You don't have like a lot of money being thrown into great projects. It's kind of sad, big epic projects like Led Zeppelin and things like that doesn't happen nearly as much anymore. So I guess my idea would be to be able to figure out a way to have that kind of a budget and still make really great art. And I'd totally be fine doing it on my own.
So maybe just find maybe like a 70-something rich old lady.
I just need a really rich person.
That's
basically.
it. Yeah, marry an old lady. Do that kind of thing. That's good. You got a full ride scholarship to what university?
University of Arkansas. Yeah.
To do architecture?
No, actually, it was a full ride. It's like this talent that I have that I don't really even care about. I'm really good at singing opera, and if you're a male and can sing opera, they'll give you as much money as you want to come to their school. So that's how I got a full scholarship. But I wanted to be an architect, so I thought I'd use that skill to get in the door of a good architecture school, and ended up sticking with music.
Lee, this is the first time you've heard that Justin had any interest or any experience singing opera. So what are your initial reactions?
Well, no big surprise. He likes being theatrical. Hey, look at me, all that kind of thing.
Puffs out his chest.
So, when I laugh, it's not out of surprise. It's merely just purely laughing right at him.
Well, we've got some exciting trips coming up on the West Coast. I hit the West Coast a couple of times last year, but this time it's going to be for a little bit more. And I love playing out there. I love playing in Texas and New Mexico. We do a lot of that. And hopefully cutting a new record. I'm looking over here because my drummer's over here. Hopefully cutting a new record this year and writing a bunch of new songs. And right now I'm actually in the process of looking for an agent and looking for management, things like that, to kind of go to the next level.
Sure.
I love playing for audiences. I love being an entertainer. I definitely want to develop that part of my career, and I think that would be very satisfying for me career-wise if I got to the point where I was a really great entertainer. Other than that, I just want to make good art, and that's kind of where it stops for me. I used to have big expectations and don't so much anymore. Now it's just a matter of being as good as I can be in every situation.
I realize some of you don't know me, and that's okay. 'Cause I know all of you been on Facebook all day. Look my way.
This is Justin Caldwell, and you're checking out FreshScouts.com.